Christina here. I hope you guys are being awesome today. So I've been feeling like a little bit under the weather, so I'm gonna just drink some vitamin C, 1,000 milligrams, just to try to help me. And zinc, 50 milligrams. Man, I've been taking these like crazy. Don't want to get the coronavirus. That's a joke, guys. I don't want to get sick at all. So I feel something that is going to knock it out of the park. My zinc is the secret. The vitamin C is great before you're sick. So anyways, just a little tidbit for you. So today I have DIY for you guys. I needed something to hang up my clothes. I'm doing laundry since we moved into this house and doesn't have anything that would support like hanging. So I literally before bedtime thought, what could I do where I use my resources, things that I already have, super cheap to do and very easy. I could do without pretty much any tools necessary, and it's this. So I made this hanging rack, which is above the washer dryer, and I'm gonna show you guys. Literally all you do is hang up your clothes, and this is just to help like in the sorting process, because I'm pretty much doing any of our guests' laundry, my husband's laundry, my brother's laundry, the dog's stuff, and the bedding. So this is going to help with that, just in the sorting and organizing. And I'm telling you, it was so cheap. You can use the things that you have. You could just buy, I already had a whole set of these, but let's go through what you're gonna need. You're gonna need some poles or some sort of, you can literally go outside, cut a tree branch off, and you can do this with a tree branch. Really, you can use anything, get creative, have fun with it. But I did get these from Amazon. I'll put a link down below. These are tension rods. It came in a pack of 4, so now I could do this in another location of my house, which is going to be the garage, since my brother's gonna be. Other things you guys are gonna need is a pair of scissors. You can literally buy a pair of scissors for $1 at Walmart. You're gonna need some of these hooks, these C hooks, and I bought these from Amazon, but you can also buy those from Walmart, Target, Home Depot, Lowe's. And then you're going to need some form of rope. And I literally am going to measure like the size that I want. Ideally I wanted to use black, but you can make it really girly and you can use gold, or you can use a silver string. You can go to Home Depot and you can get this for like $7 to $10, different amounts of lengths, and you basically are gonna measure from the ceiling how long you want it. So I wanted this to hang about, the other rod I had it about here. So what I did was I gave it about another inch. Okay, so you're just gonna add about an inch for the knots, or maybe 2 inches. And you're gonna decide on where you want it. You're gonna just cut one. So you're just gonna cut it where you want. I'm not gonna cut this because I don't need to do another one, but, or maybe I should. Okay, yeah, I should. All right, so I'm gonna do this one really low. So I'm gonna just cut it here because I'm gonna do it in the garage and it's gonna sit up higher. All right, so I'm gonna just cut this here. Now that I have one, I know the other one has to be equally as long because you want it to sit the same. You gotta play with the knots a little bit just to sit it, make sure it sits the same. So I'm gonna cut the second one. All right, so now I have two strings. That's all you, I'm just gonna use my tension rod. Maybe I'll do another one for you guys with using like a tree, because you could drill a hole, like get a big branch. It could be all uneven and staggered. You just want to make sure it's thin enough to hold a hanger. This one I'm gonna do for my brother. So I'm gonna extend this to a longer amount. I'm gonna hang it in the garage so that you guys can see. So on both of these ends, I'm going to tie, first I'm gonna tie a knot. So a knot on both sides. Okay, this is the first knot. This is gonna be the supporting knot for when you're hanging it, and then we're gonna make a second knot underneath. Okay, but that one's gonna be a loose knot because that's the one that we're gonna hang, and we're gonna wedge the little hole that you have there. We're gonna wedge that in the C hook once I have the C hook up. So we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. Okay. want to make sure that my knots are in relatively the same place. And you can always loosen a knot. There we go, perfect. Now I'm gonna do the other knot right underneath. Oh, these are my boys, my baby Great Dane and my Siberian Husky. So I got 2 knots going on here. This is gonna be for the top. Now, so from here, I lost a little bit in measuring, but you're gonna just tie, you're gonna kind of adjust it once you do. So you're gonna kind of adjust it once you tie it on here. So I'm gonna do what's called a clove hitch knot. Look that up. You're basically gonna make like a pretzel, okay? So let's see if I can explain this well. All right, so first you're gonna make a loop. So you're gonna make a loop. So you're gonna come up, you're going to make a loop closer to your hand that's holding it. Then you're gonna come around, you're gonna make another loop. So it looks like that, but then you're going to pull the center through. Now it looks like a pretzel. Woohoo, it's a pretzel. Auntie Anne's pretzels. Okay, now I'm gonna tighten it from this side because I wanna make it where it's a longer distance for hanging. So I'm going to tighten that. Here's the beauty about a clove hitch. The tension, it still allows, like, because of the tension, it just tightens the knot around it. If you really needed to, you could also reinforce by putting a knot here, but you don't need to. So this, the more tension it has, the tighter that knot's gonna be anyways. So now I have one side. Now I'm gonna come over here and I'm gonna do the other side. So I'm gonna show it to you guys this way. So first you're gonna do the pretzel, okay? Then, so the pretzel here, the pretzel there, then you're gonna stick the end through the center. Now you got your pretty pretzel. We wanna make sure we have a similar amount of material. So nice clove hitch. Clove hitches are one of my favorite knots. I learned it when I went to fire academy and firefighting. So it's one of my favorite knots because it's easy. It's fast and it's easy. So now I have 2 different hanging points. All right, now we're gonna see me put this in the garage. Now you can see if this is even. So you could measure it, and I can tell you right now, it's not even. I can tell you right now, this side is longer than this side. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move this secondary knot here. I'm gonna move it down because that's what's going to hold it with the C-clip. So I'm gonna move it down. So now, that seems pretty even. Let's go do this in the garage. Ideally, you want to pick the length of how long you want your bar, and you want these strings to line up directly hanging with your hooks. But since this is an adjustable rod, and you can also adjust where you put your strings. So this is easy. If you were to do this with wood and drill a hole, then you're stuck with that spot. With this, I can actually extend this, make it longer, and then I can adjust the ropes to wherever I want. So I could have the ropes hanging from the center and then make this longer so that there's more space. So I'm going to do it with the shortest span, and then the shortest span would be about there. So I'm gonna hang this with these in mind, but you'll see what I mean as to how you can adjust it. So we're gonna come up here. Currently, I do not have a ladder. So, all right, so I'm marking without utensils. Now I know I'm gonna just line this up with the string, with the knots, and pick my spot. All right, I'm gonna just put a little hole so I know that's the spot that I'm gonna use. And now I'm just gonna screw this in. And that's the beauty, is that all you gotta do is screw it in. Technical difficulties. Okay guys, so this rod here is even. And by the way, if the rod is a little crooked, or there's something funny about it, you can actually move these clove hitches up, okay? You can move up the clove hitches. All right, so I'm just gonna take this and I'm going to feed it through the hole. I'm gonna make another securing knot, feed it through the hole, and pull that backside. So you see that? So I'm gonna just pull that down, and that is another securing knot. And you can kind of trim any frayed edges like that. But now we have a clothing rack. See, I'm so proud. I'm so proud of myself. Guys, this is so cheap. Literally, you could do this for less than 10 bucks. Maybe less than 5. I'm gonna link it all down below and how you can make this for 5 bucks. A little bit of a DIY project, 2 DIYs for you guys. But behind me, what I have is a box. It's a box, and I'm going to turn this box that you see here into a garbage. Now, ideally, if you have a box cutter, you can use a box cutter for this, but let me go see if I have a box cutter. And I'm back, and yes, I did find a box cutter or a razor blade, so that's going to be easier than scissors. It's going to be for my husband's office, so I'm going to probably do spray paint, although I do have like a wallpaper. I want to be careful with this too. You're gonna just want to style this box, but this is a cheaper alternative than going out and buying a trash bin, and it's just a fun little project. Right now we are spending a ton of money, and I'm kind of a little bit frugal, so I like to spend money where it matters. And a garbage can, honestly, aside from the kitchen garbage can where you step on it and the lid comes up and you throw stuff in, I don't need any special kind of garbage can other than what I already have. So essentially you're gonna want to cut this, stay away from the blade, okay? So that you don't cut yourself. Now we have our box that's gonna turn into a garbage can. I'm gonna recycle these because I'm huge on recycling. Do your due diligence. A little bit goes a long way. All right guys, this is how you make a garbage can, or a better looking garbage can, for basically the cost of your paint. So I got this from Walmart for 5 bucks. It's Rust-Oleum, which is a great brand. It was on sale. They have a clearance whole aisle, by the way, FYI. So this one's got a child safety, so you're gonna squeeze the top, okay? I already got my box, which I cut, as you guys could see. And now all I'm gonna do, first I'm gonna spray the inside. And this is a matte black. All right, now we're gonna get the outside. So make sure that wherever the wind direction is, stand away from the wind direction. So the wind is going that way, actually. And if you get up closer, you're able to get a better coverage. So that side is good. I get that bottom. Because it's a little blotchy, just gonna go the opposite way. Make it a little more even looking. And now I'm gonna get the other side. I recruited some help, since ultimately this is going to be my husband's trash can. Very therapeutic, guys. Hello guys! Pardon me that I'm in my bedroom. My husband is going through some mentorship calls right now. because we teach how to make money on social media. That's a whole nother thing. If you're interested in that, that will be linked down below. Right now we have open enrollment. But getting back into this project, if you take a look at this, this was just a box. It was my Instapot box. And literally I cut the top of the box off, painted it twice. This is what the entire box looks like. And it's a garbage in a man's office, so it is very large, if you can see what it looks like next to me. And I'm just gonna take this duct tape. This is just gonna provide like a finish on the top. So you're gonna wanna make sure that it's the same length of the actual box. You could literally just measure out like that. You can duct tape the sides of it if you wanted to, but I'm just gonna keep it like that. I could put like his logo on the front or something, or like a blue butterfly. I might have to spray that one on there because that's our logo, is a butterfly. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this. And there is my husband's garbage can. So we're gonna throw that in his office.